going to study how to solve problems. As part of the boardroom skills, we prepare reports, but how to do it in an innovative way. So before that, we will see what we have learned so far. So we have effective data visualization yesterday. Why should we use data visualization? Otherwise, human mind cannot actually analyze the data in a tabular form. It's difficult. If it's a visual form, it will be very easy for us to understand. At one glance, we can get. They say one picture is more than 1,000 words. It's that way. So then, four principles we have studied: simplify the data for accuracy. It has to be a way of storytelling or something. It should not be too much of facts. So how to put the facts? So case studies. We have seen real life case studies, and we have seen given storytelling references also. Now, exactly what we are going to do today. Can you guess? We have all these charts, something like donut chart, pie chart, and what chart we call it? Bar graphic. This is a vertical bar. We can use horizontal bars also, and this is something like a trend line. We have all this line graph or trend line also we can call it. So we are going to do exactly next. So how to present these things? These all things are called actually infographics. Information in a graphical way. That's the name, infographics. Because it's easy for the human mind to understand. See, we have to deal with so much of data. There is no other way. In the present world, this is big data. We have to deal. But how to simplify the things so that we can see here it is given something like right brain and left brain. Right brain is called logical brain, left brain is called the creative brain. So we have to have both. The pictures use the right brain. The numbers use the left brain. So when we have the connection between both the brains, our understanding improves. That's how we do. Why infographics? And plus facts. We are basically dealing with facts, but in a picture way. That's the idea. So infographics improves understanding up to by 43%. We can easily understand, and we can retain things. See, pictures we can retain, but text is difficult to retain in our mind. So that's the idea. So again, audience engagement. If we show some pictures, people will be more interested towards it rather than the figures. So credibility, it builds credibility. When we show something like a chart, people believe it. Fine? We can see in the next, see something like when we show, people believe, oh, something is happening. Rather than this thing. Right? Which is more appealing. The other one. So that is what it is. So what we did in this thing, the key principles affecting infographics with a design thinking approach. We have superimposed design thinking and infographics. Basically, these steps, clarity, accuracy, relevance, design, and ethics are key principles of graphics. What I did in innovative way, I again applied the 5 stages of design thinking into all this. Can you say what are the stages of design thinking without looking at it? Empathy.
Then
define.
We have to ideate and create a prototype, and we have to test the prototype whether it is working or not.
Good. Then we have to again iterate. It's not a one-time process. We have to do it again and again. That's what it is. So clarity. Clarity means we have to know exactly what is the problem. So we have to look from the perspective of the user. So that's why I name it as empathize. Until unless we look from the perspective of the customer or the stakeholder, we will not know the real picture. See, looking things, the way I look at you and way you look at me are different. If there are two persons, one is A, other is B, how many relationships are there between them? There are two persons, how many relationships are there? How many? A or B, two persons, how many relationships are there?
2 times.
Not one. It is 2. If there are 3 persons, it is more, which increases so much. The relation between A and B and B and A is different. Understand? Okay? They are not the same. So we have to see from the other people's point of view. Then accuracy. Accuracy means we have to exactly define something like a problem statement. What we want. So that I have actually magically defined. The third stage, here it is called relevance. So that is the ideation. Whether it, what is relevant, what is the solution actually. So third stage, decision thinking comes with relevance. Is the fourth principle of design Basically, it is prototype and testing. Fine. And fifth is we have to evolve. We have to see whether what we are doing is right or wrong. So that is something like ethics. This is innovative what I did. Fine. So I have superimposed two models and brought one model. So real life cases you can see the government budget allocation, how it is done. See, it is shown. Budget is allocated how it is. How much for defense, how much for health, how much for education. So it's very easy to see in your pie chart like this. Otherwise it will be very difficult for us. What is the proportion is allocated to this thing, especially now we are talking about defense budget and all. So it is very easy to find in these cases. Next, even in market share analysis, see how much this company or this market is owned by Acme, for example. Almost, we can see almost 55% is owned by this company. So we can easily find out at one glance. So that is the idea of infographics, using infographics. But with the descending approach, we could have a better impact. So which are the visual tools that illustrate declining sales? You can find the answers yourself. Okay, what you learned so far. What factual data should be included? How to present them in a storytelling approach? That's what it is. How to ensure infographics are ethical and transparent? Because we sometimes hide facts by using graphics. We may not actually present the actual fact. This is what exactly happening in the Satya and competitive case. Okay. Next. So in summary, so we have seen enhanced planning, okay, and it builds credibility. Infographics builds, that means people will believe. Then what is important, you can prioritize, and finally you can use examples. Right? So online resources are there. You can statistica.com. You can go to all this, study all these books, okay, and enhance our knowledge. Thank you.